My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. It's a working hellhound. We're going back to MT1, baby. What? It's Pyre of Dominion. Never mind. Maybe it's ridiculously good. It's also Wyldenten. I don't love Wyldenten, but it's okay. We'll see. I mean, we haven't got root seeds. That's some of the worst stuff about Wyldenten sometimes. Pyre of Dominion, remove the Train Stewards and starting cards, immediately draw 4 packs, double each card. We've also got 2 Vine Grasps in the base deck, advance, deal 3 damage, 0 cost spell, 1 Ember, 1 size Fledgling Imp, summons to apply 5 rage to friendly units, and then finally the Atoms of Speed, 1 Ember, 2 size, quick, ability Swift Shot, which is just a direct immediate attack. Serif Eternus, Chosen of Savagery. Okay, yeah, just 2 Atoms of Speed on the bottom line, and just keep shooting the enemies' units down? That actually won't work especially well because the Swift Shot ability has a cooldown of 2. Interesting. Whoa. These couldn't be more different. Higher Grow. 0 Ember consume, draw 2 less cards next turn, but +1 energy for the rest of the battle. I take that when I already have a huge amount of card draw. I can't start taking that and then try and figure out how to justify it with card draw and high cost cards. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a fool's move. Engraft, 1 Ember, restore 1 health, gain 1 Ember, draw an additional card next turn. In a thin deck, this is a lot better, certainly. Lowering its cost makes it a lot better as well. Granted, it doesn't really do that much, and we're going to need things that do things, because we don't have Shield Stewards in the deck, so we really need some help here. And Focus Growth, 2 Ember, restore 20 health twice. Draw 2 additional cards next turn. I don't like this, but I think it might be the choice. Restore 20 health twice. It's a very big, impactful card. It's 2 triggers of Rejuvenate. It's obviously most often just back to full health for whatever unit you're dealing with. Merchant of Steel, Awoken's probably could end up getting me a Hollow, who would love to see this in the deck, but Hollow would also love to see Engraft. I'm going to take it. I'm mad about it. I don't know about you, Inferno. You just don't seem to be as good as you used to be. I saw some analysis actually on this. That Inferno's in the first game it was 100. It got bumped to 120 in the Lost Arsenal update. I don't think that's enough. 100 represented much higher of a percentage of the highest HP enemy in MT1 than 120 represents in MT2. Right? Like, if you're dealing with enemies that have 500 health consistently, and especially at the end of the game, you are, without giving this, like, a bunch of additional magic power and attuned and things like that, it's not really doing that much. Like, it's clearing out all of the chuff, which I'm gonna take it to try and find a way to do, because it's not gilded. That said, I do recognize I have a very high-cost deck right now. Well, that's hilarious. I guess I just take a Hollow. I want to take the Awoken rather than Thorns. Thorn gives us more range, but I feel like I can get that range from the Vine Grasps and the Infernos. I feel like I can use Awoken Hollow to also pump the Atoms of Speed that's standing behind it. That's harder. I do like Demon Fiend. I don't like 2 Demon Fiends. But both of you are really... I've got 3 size already. I need so much capacity to use any of you at all. And where's our scaling? Alpha Fiend? Is Alpha Fiend my damage scaling for the... What is this? Give me the volatile gauge. Immediately make everything okay. Thank you. Everything's fine. Nothing's ever been wrong. I really wish I took the demon brand, actually, in retrospect. Thornlord. Ability, Needle Bloom. Add stings to hand. No thank you. Those stings cost 0, which means when I draw them, they cost. Predator, quick. Enchants the floor with quick. Start a battle, and immune to appearing floor. Completely fine by me. I really need additional capacity on mini stones and stuff like that, my god. Hey, the Vine Grasp got drawn at 0. That's good to see. I could throw an Inferno at them, but realistically, I think I should just do the Focus Growth, keep the top line alive. Go, Fledgling Imp into Fledgling Imp to help clean that line. I need to draw so many more cards. Drawing these Vengeful Shards constantly is really sad. You know, now Pyagro really feels like a good choice, but if I had the Pyagro, I wouldn't have Focus Growth, which makes it not a good choice anymore. Just flip-flopping back and forth like that. I do more damage without playing Inferno on the bottom line, so I guess I don't. I mean, dropping a double Inferno is always pretty fun. 2 low costs. Can't have those randomizer costs and then play them. I'll help a Molting Imp. Nope. 2 low costs. That's really annoying. I need to be adding things to this deck, not skipping things, actually, is really important. I want to hit a Merchant of Steel, but I do think Merchants of Magic is where the power is right now. Lower the costs of the Infernos, so they get consistently drawn at 0 costs. I don't want to ever give anything Permafrost, because if I draw it and it has Permafrost... Well, if I draw it and it has Permafrost, worst case scenario, I just keep it until the next turn. That's fine. And then Holdover on that as well. Every turn I will always have an Inferno available, and it will be maximum 2 cost. Pretty good. Lost Magic Power. I mean, I kind of want to put that on one of the Focus Growths, and a single one on single Focus Growth, that's good enough. Honestly, the other one, -2 cost consume. Hell yeah, that's what I was looking to draw. Thank you. Give me the Demon Fiend. I know I missed one earlier, but I got him now. God, I need to find a place to play all of these minions. I got way too many of them. can just play a focus growth next turn. There it is. God, I'd love to be playing other cards here. I need capacity in mini stones so bad. So bad. Also, I need something that helps me heal my pyre, because I am just going to be taking a lot of damage to these shards. It's not going to be worth my while to play them almost ever. Sharpen, apply +6 and 6 spikes. Realistically, that's just the opportunity to make someone do a little bit of spike damage, and that's enough. Pyre Chomper, you will always give me more than you take from me, so I can happily draft one of you, I think. I think another Merchant of Magic is really impactful, still. Definitely there's things the Merchant of Arms could absolutely provide for us. Another Merchant of Magic for continually reducing costs of Inferno and the focus growths, even removing the consume from this focus growth, allowing them to be cycled through consistently, I think very impactful. But it's also Hellhaunt unit, and realistically, do I need more units? No. I need more capacity. Screw it. Show it to me. Stasis Crystal. Stasis a unit and emerge them eventually. I mean, give me Awakening Thicket and Stasis Crystal. I think we just go all in. Just give me cards. Yeah, putting... Oh my god. Is that an awful idea or an incredible idea? It's an incredible idea. I'm gonna put Demon Fiend and Alpha Fiend and Alpha Fiend all in a box. It's gonna be so good. Well. So, Wyldenten with a box behind, working a hollow cat. There we go. Let's drop a Awakening Thicket on the bottom line. Excellent. Yeah, at this turn, we've now summoned a Enchanted Quick Alpha. Granted, what I really want is to leave an open bottom floor that I just keep hitting with Inferno every turn. But I need the deck to be a little thinner for that to have consistency. Cannot attack, cannot be damaged or targeted anyway. I think the Jack in the Box still summons at the end of the turn when it's in a box. When it's in stasis, I think. Oh yeah, no, it still summons. Okay, I do think I do this exact build, but I set up on floors 2 and 3, and then I just use the Infernos to clear the bottom floor every so often, and that just does it. That has us smiling all the way to the Titans. Adaptive Mutation's often a huge hit. Is it great here? Or is it not? I think perhaps not. Spreading Spores, a bit more of a problem. If I'm gonna just take a random, I take a Spike of the Hellhorns, because you can hardly screw with its cost. Really? I mean, I want it. It's just more strength to start with. I need the capacity so much. Holy crumbs, do I need that capacity? Piece of equipment, possibly a room as well. Great. Love to have a quick attack on the Trampling Demon Fiend. I don't think Hall of Mirrors makes a lot of sense with this build. I think if anything, I just take another Awakening Thicket. It allows me to draw it earlier. I would happily throw the second one on Wyldentens floor just for additional survivability. Predator line 2 gains multi-strike. The only other one of these that's worth a damn is Endless on a Pyre Chomp and then using it as a chump block just so that I can keep gaining that energy. You get more energy, obviously, if I get the ability to dupe that effect. Granted, there will be many times that I draw this and not want to play it. But if I do have a reason to want that Endless later on, it'll be really, really, really annoying that I didn't do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's exact, perfect proof why we've done this. Can target directly behind the enemy. Thank you, Animus of Speed. I'm going to be dropping an Inferno on the bottom line as well. Calcified Ember. We're in a position that I can move to that, I think. Pulling the Scarred Sentinel in front allows the Animus of Speed to attack it and survive. Yep, that turns Inferno. Those are definitely our priority now, though. Awoken Hollow, big restore. Oh, not enough to do anything. Oh, of course, we just get the baloney sapped directly out of us. My baloney! Wow, that's a lot worse than I thought that was going to be. Strongly don't suspect the top floor is going to be as undefended as it seems like this floor ultimately was. Nice big overstack, just a bunch of big boys. There's some value in an Unleash the Wildwood, but there's also like a lot of missing value. Restoring Retreat, restore 10 health, descend. Allows us to shift units off of a floor, try and overstack elsewhere, try and send like a demon friend down to another floor to help elsewhere. No, honestly, I think keeping the deck thin so that... Ooh, battering ram. No, Tireless Climb 100%. Ascend and Blight Days 2, yeah. Float that on bosses. I think adding cards to this deck makes it worse. The density of the Infernos that we draw into is really, really important. Merchant of Trinkets. I have a card dupe and a card removal. There is part of me that wants to get it out another Jack-in-the-Box and then just throw it behind the second line as well. Realistically, it's not great. There's also decent things to do in a Merchant of Steel. Multi-strike for Demon Friend. Titanite. Any of the health things for an Awoken Hollow. One of the reasons I'm leaning away from Trinkets is that there are Trinkets. There's a lot. There's a lot of Trinkets that are absolute garbage right now that just won't help us. Another copy of a Permafrost Holdover Inferno. Literally puts me in a position where I don't have to worry at all about making sure I have it. I think so. Artificial Pyrostones, 3 additions to Deployment Ember. Love that. Card removal. I mean, the Vine Grasps are certainly not long for this world. Then dupe another upgraded Inferno. Mark of Invasion. Enemy units appear on each floor. Sure. I have to set up on each floor anyway. It's fine, I'll just out heal on the Awoken Hollow floor if I need to. A single boiler room would be so good. spend a lot of effort there keeping that top line alive, but it will keep them very alive for a very long time. I mean, definitely keep the 2 1-cost Infernos that I don't need this turn. I can't play the higher chomper on that midline because it won't die if I do that. Chump block usefully with it. It's fine. Fledgling Imps can still exist. I just need the Pyre Chomp to be dead. It's completely okay to lose Wyldenten on that top line now. Yeah. I figured that was going to be the case. Daze him for 2 turns up here. You can't... It's too many big boys. Look at how big and beefy the boys are. God, if I got Goat's Goad, giving all demons just multi-strike by default. Oh boy. Do I need a third focused growth in this deck? Admittedly, it's keeping our units alive. It's a lot of additional draw. It does get us pretty much up to drawing 9 every turn. I'm honestly leaning towards yes. Branding Right. I don't have magic power right now. I can actually use Branding Right. Important work. Unfortunately, if you ever have a higher cost, you are useless to me, so no. Merchant of Arms. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a whole mess of weapons and admittedly rooms. Like, I'd throw an Inferno room on the bottom line, an Inferno room with Infernos going on, Inferno room, Inferno combo. Granted, the other is a Merchant of Magic and reducing the cost of our Inferno. Oh my god, I have so many things for the Merchant of Magic. The real downside of the Merchant of Magic at the moment might actually be that it asks me to remove 2 cards, which at the moment it would be Fledgling and Fledgling Imp, right? They're giving us stuff, but at a very slow speed. I can do that, actually. That's fine. Intrinsic -1. I mean, intrinsic -1 just to make sure that I have an Inferno with the opening hand. Sounds right. Then -1 its cost as well. I'm going to take a Holy Stone on Spike of the Hellhorn just to try and upkeep our health. Double stack. Double stack Spike of the Hellhorn, not bad. Spell Chain really depends on the original card. -2 cost gain consume. I think I can easily throw that on Branding Right or Focus Growth, or even God is Sharpen. Yeah, absolutely. Plus 10 magic power. That doesn't seem especially important. I could just throw it on one of the Focus Growers because I'm absolutely going to have more cards that I want to upgrade than upgrades that I can cards. Double Fledgling Imp removal and head into Kale. And yeah, in the Kale fight, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to have an Inferno available every turn for that bottom line. Well, there's our first one. And our second as well is in the same hand. Got him. Baited him down to the bottom line. Now they're down here to fight me and boom. Get Infernoed. I mean, I want to hit Branding Right and then just Focus Growth. Wyldenten, 8. Yeah, you'll be above Gale's direct attack next turn anyway, so we can focus on Rejuvenate value instead. And I should probably play the more expensive of my Infernos. Let it get shuffled back in hand, slightly less expensive. Got that stasis active. Now I can keep the Jack-in-the-Box safe and healthy while it summons all of its remaining units that it doesn't have. Got that bottom line Inferno room, but MT1 style. I mean, the correct thing here, I think, is just Tiresome Climb. Don't let you play. Well, nice try. None of those morsels. None of those morsels. No, I mean, they're kind of morsels, but for you. None of those cherubs survived a single turn. I do think just Tight Knight on that floor would have even managed to get the boss. Granted, here's the real damage floor. It is slightly funny to see the Jack-in-the-Box in the back line technically has the highest damage on the floor. Should we be scared of the Jack-in-the-Box? Can I finish the fight with the Jack-in-the-Box? Oh! Alpha Friends grew too strong. Too quick. Too strong. Wild would double the amount of armor on a unit. I never really put a large amount of armor on a single unit. Granted, if I can get away with it, it is a lot of health I can give to a unit, theoretically. Sure, we'll see. I just think I take Hell's Flame here, though. I think I just get a little bit more comfort on my casting, thank you. Bunch of arms, forgotten boons, dupe. There's definitely still a lot of equipment that would be worth. Also, the Awakening Thicket isn't necessarily that good for our top floor. There's other rooms that I'm certain would be much more impactful. Merchant of Magic, though. No, most of our spells have the upgrades I care about right now. Yuck. Yucky. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah, even though an Equalizing Rings technically is a bunch of damage for Invoke and Hollow, it's a bunch of damage on a unit that doesn't need damage. You gotta continue that argument, Raps, because you probably shouldn't. Seconds? Jesus Christ. Definitely not a Seer's Goddess. Don't need that. for a couple of reasons. Swift Steel Dagger? Merge that with the Equalizing Rings. Good lord. I'm leaning towards running away. Screw it. The correct answer is another Inferno. Multi-strike 3 on the Predator. Only problem with that is like I will take it here, but there's a line that you can diversify to that would just give you sweep by default. Not that I think it's necessary in this instance, but yes, that I think I would prefer it. We don't really want to fight them on the top floor here if we can avoid it. That said, having an Inferno floor is going to be a problem with that. I think I'm going to have to do an inversion of our usual floors. Damn, I really want to play Animus of Speed as well as Awakening Thicket on the... I have Awakening Thickets in the deck. I can draw into those. In fact, I have 2 of them, specific. Get him the Inferno. I even have another one. Just show him what's business. There's no good reason not to use it. Yeah. Spike the Hellhorn for 16 Rage and 16 Armor, as well as some additional Pyre Health. Very important. Perfect. Fire Jumper still gives me more. Very barely, but still does. Yeah, there's no good reason not to just throw you down on that bottom floor and let you do 21 damage there. Against flying bosses, this will be a lot better because the Alpha Fiends will actually be striking every turn, especially against Entropy. Hold up. Obviously, if there's a silence unit on that floor, we cast Inferno first, then... Reinforce for another 36 armor, worth. Damn it. Right when I was about to get the button. Couple seconds of silence there as I tried to figure out whether or not I was going to sneeze. Turns out that was the time I needed to use to actively prepare for said sneeze. Yeah, one of them each turn is really good, actually. It really helps us just grow the Alpha Fiends. Inferno. Oh, it's on Resolve you gain the multi-strike. I think I want to Tireless Climb you this turn then. I think that's got to be the play. Yeah. Perfect. 2 turns of daze on you, and we also prevent you from gaining the multi-strike that you would have gained as you ascend. Get him. Pyagro. I honestly have enough energy to pay for all of the things that I need so consistently that I don't think Pyagro really helps me. But I also think worst case scenario, it's like a card that I don't play. Best case scenario, maybe it can help me a little. I'm skipping. Second spike of the Hellhound? Look, I'll take it. Will I? I keep relenting so quickly. Why am I doing that? I'm not. Am I going to a Merchant of Steel in the next area? Do we think? Yeah, probably, I guess. Which means that I already have access to a dupe here. So yeah, if I want a better Spike of the Hellhound, I can get a better Spike of the Hellhound. 3 piercing damage to enemy units when they move between floors. Realistically, they take a lot more than that in piercing damage. That shouldn't be relevant. Equip units gain armor 10. Also shouldn't be relevant. When a card with Consumer's Blade, 30 damage to the front enemy unit. Nope. Reroll. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck, reduce its 0. Reduce its cost to 0 is the sentence I tried to say there before I ran straight over the top of myself. Dualism. Doesn't affect any of you. Rude. I mean, Rage 12 and then Dualism on Animus of Speed gets it a lot more damage. We're honestly in the area where that's the kind of thing that I need to be doing. I've only got enough capacity to play without the large stone on the top floor. Large stone should have gone on Animus of Will last turn if I could have gotten it there. In terms of removals, like realistically, I should just remove another one of the... Yeah, Artificial Firestone makes it a lot easier. I should just remove the other Awoken Hollow. Reinforce is just a bad idea in this deck. I don't have enough shield to really support it. Drawing it is bad. I don't want it. Let's give a wee bit of extra damage to Demon Fiend, wee bit extra health to Jack in the Box. Oh my god, I have even more removal available. Let's focus on the dupe first then. Do I want to have a second lore with the Jack in the Box? Throw all of them on that as well. I think that's the funnier option. And then in terms of removal, I realistically can't think of 3 good options to remove here. Let alone 2. 3 would be the additional removal in shop. So Chosen of Savagery. Wyldenten Demon Friend, Jack in the Box, and then Awoken Hollow, Animus of Speed, Jack in the Box. I think I need to slightly redo that turn. And fundamentally, it just comes down to this. As much as I do want the Demon Fiend on the top line to survive, that's not up to me. Someone's going to be sacrificed, basically, to the enemies here. If I don't get days on turn 1. If I did Awakening Thicket, then Branding, then Focus Growth, that's just enough to survive. Hell yeah. Granted, we do that after we play the Pyre Chomper on the bottom line. It's going to be hard to do that same thing for the Awoken Hollow on the next turn, though. Did I say hard? I meant easy. Back on full HP. Also, let's Tiresome Climb you. Even more damage for this floor. I mean, the sooner I drop the Stasis Crystal on the Jacks in the Box, the better off we are. Perfect. That even served to remove the melee weakness from Awoken Hollow, which puts us in a perfect position to continue. Yes, as unfortunately they will be able to do some direct damage to our pyre because they don't have enough to stop 425 health from ascending. That's fine though, barely even lamentable. Do I Tiresome Climb for Serif Eternus, who really does not need it? I think not. I'm gonna go for some armor gain on our middle line. Damn, it might turn out that I actually really needed to dupe the Jack in the Box. I keep forgetting that Savagery has so many high health units. Literally, look at this on the bottom line. 310, 500, 500. There's one line that's going to be 500, 500, and 425, I think. Really? I can send you this up with Tiresome Climb. Oh no. Yeah, one of the units is currently walking past us. That's pretty threatening. Yeah, no healing changes that outcome. I do think the best I can do is to Tiresome Climb you and then hit you with Inferno twice. Then one Inferno for the bottom line. So that gets you to a free floor so that you can actually take that damage, and now you just get hit by the pyre. Yeah, wow. We'll do what we have to, but good lord. Thankfully, I know that both of the frozen ones are coming back to hand immediately. Yeah, hello. Good to see you again. So I'm not as worried as I otherwise might be. I think this is another opportunity for us to Tiresome Climb you, because with you on the top floor, I'll now have a good target for all the Alpha Fiends again, so I'll get more scaling, which is going to be relevant very soon. Actually, I can prevent 10 direct pyre damage there as well. Ooh, turns out not playing Focus Growth is a... tough position to be in. Good lord, another Avowed Gladiator just planning to go straight to the top. It'll only get up there and do 2 hits to us, but... it's more damage than I wanted to be taking. Okay, we're almost getting Serif. Alright, Serif made it all the way to the top floor. It's only fair that I kill him with Infernos. Alright, Titans. Don't you dare do me so damn dirty like that again. Granted, I do think Savagery is basically the worst deck this could have gone up against with. Just so much health. Should be okay now. One thing about these Infernos, I can just start casting them on Dominion if I need to. 3 turns worth of damage, basically. I might Daze Dominion. Because, yeah, I can just throw Infernos at you. Dazing Dominion also stops its corruption damage, which is pretty annoying. Oh no, that second sap takes the Alpha Fiend to a level where it's not even attacking anymore. These saps are going to be really annoying. I don't want to play them, but I also don't want to not play them, which is... exactly where they want me. I'll play one of them. I can't play the second one. I probably can't play too many overall at all. Curse of Entropy 3. Yeah, the enemy's damage is really threatening right now in a way that I was not expecting. I guess Predator really shouldn't be in the front line, but there's also not another alternative incredible frontliner for that top. Okay, well this is huge. Still have to play Pyrelite. I can either play Curse of Entry 4-3 to prevent 3 damage, or I can use a giant Spike of the Hellhorn, gaining 3 more health for that same 3. Seems a lot better. Seven cards next turn. I'll throw 2 turns of Entropy on the top line. Sorry, 2 turns of Inferno. I wish I came into this fight with more health so I wouldn't have to worry about saps as much. It's going to take like another full cycle to win. Okay, if I can't keep Wyldenten alive on the top line, then there's no need to even try. I think I have this. A working hollow. That's not what you wanted to say. It's 500 damage Savagery's representing on that floor. If I tiresome climb you, sure, I prevent you from killing the next floor and you're dazed as well. I just don't do that 500 damage, which is really sad. Also, if I ascend you this turn, it means next turn you'll deal 5 direct pyre damage. Wait, that's a resolve ability. So if I ascend you, you're dazed. You go here, you're dazed. You don't do that then. Actually, that makes a lot of better. Makes it a lot better. Kept alive. That line kept alive. Top line dead in 2 turns. Gotta play that Curse of Entropy. Next floor doesn't attack at quick speed, which means that I have to worry about Savagery responding to us. Next turn I can draw Tiresome Climb. Okay, it's double Vengeful Shard. Inferno the top floor. One Inferno, 2 Inferno, 3 Inferno. I can't kill Savagery. It's Fire Chomper. So annoying. Can't Tiresome Climb you this turn, because I have to play Curse of Entropy and Vengeful Shard to even have a chance here. Because I have 4 Pyre health and I'm taking 3 to Dominion at the end of this turn. Heal my Pyre, heal my Pyre. This will draw additional cards next turn. Draw us up to 9. Hopefully I draw the other Inferno as well, and I have the ability to cast both of them, and I can cast all 4 on the bottom line in order to complete the turn. Because I can't have my Pyre hit again, otherwise I lose. I didn't draw the final Inferno. So I can hit a Pyre Chomper on the bottom line, and then Inferno, Inferno, Inferno. And then I die. $58, 59 health remaining on Savagery though. Infuriating. It's just so much sap. Took so much of our damage away, but the thing is, if I didn't play those, I wouldn't have had the turns in order to be able to even get here in the first place. I can't believe it. If I just drew that Inferno instead of one of these other cards and it was castable, boom, bottom line complete, success. That's what I was hoping for at the end of the last turn when we got here. Alas, that's not how the game was played. I mean, honestly, giving in to full Inferno was fun, but it cost us. Cost us 5 damage every time Savagery went past that line. Cost us the 5 health for every one of the amalgams that managed to get past. Also, when we were in the Savagery fight, even despite having 4 Infernos, reduced cost, drawing them constantly, we still had units get past all of these enemies, including the Demon and Alpha Fiends. It really feels like Inferno should maybe do 200 damage. I'm saying, like, at least 200 damage. That's a tough pill to swallow. Oh, new personal record for damage taken. Hell yeah, that's... Why? I guess because I had quick units, but they got killed. I don't know why that was. How that is. I would have absolutely assumed I have had other runs that have taken more damage. Resolve triggers, that makes sense, literally just based off of the fact that the Awoken Growth, what do they call it? Awakening Grove, I think it was, has 1 additional resolve trigger per target on each floor. Hey, for the moment though, that deck may not have been perfectly successful, but that also did some ridiculous stuff, and it beat the Serif, so I can't be too mad about it for the moment. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist for all our content on the game, past, present, and future YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. I'd above the thanks here, and a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.